In the year 1933, there was no dearth of the news making in international headlines. The Nazis were taking control in Germany, while the Bodyline series in cricket was leading to a potential diplomatic impasse between England and Australia. And in India, the Pakistan Declaration, which sought a separate Muslim homeland from the rest of the India, was making waves. Still, a crime committed in colonial Calcutta managed to make big news worldwide. It was a highly unusual crime, for it involved a biological weapon unleashed on a wealthy quasi-royal family. On 26 November 1933, Amrinder Chandra Pandey, heir to the Pakur Zamindar family, was waiting for his train to Pakur at Howrah station. Few of his friends were present to see him off. Pakur was a prosperous zamindar in the Rajmahal foothills, in the Bengal province, now in Jharkhand. A man wrapped in a grey shawl collided with Amrinder and vanished within the crowd on the busy platform. Amrinder had just felt a prick on his right arm during the collision. His friend noticed a small puncture mark on his arm with a drop of yellowish liquid. Few suggested Amrinder to consult a doctor, but his elder stepbrother Binoyendra Chandra Pandey mocked 20 years old Amar for panicking like a child for a needle prick. Amar dropped the idea and boarded the train. After 3 days, Amar was back in Calcutta with a high fever. Dr. Nalin Ranjan Sengupta was summoned at Pakur Palace guest house at the Rajbari area. His hand was swollen, running a high temperature, and the blood pressure had fallen. Immediate blood culture was ordered, but before the report had arrived, on 3rd December, Amar slipped into a coma and died the next day. Binoy arranged a death certificate from another doctor and got the body cremated. Few days later, the blood report found traces of Yersinia pestis, the bacteria that causes the bubonic plague. The plague was a notifiable disease in Calcutta in 1890s, but in 1933 it was very rare. Amindra's friends were outraged, especially because they could do nothing to prevent the death, despite knowing that Binoyendra had long tried to harm him. Kamala Prasad, a close relative, couldn't accept the entire incident. He submitted a written application to the Calcutta police about the incident in January 1934. Once the tropical medicine report came in, an official complaint was lodged by Kamala Prasad with Tollygunge police station against 5 persons: Vinayendra Chandra Pandey, Dr. Tarnath Bhattacharya, Dr. Shiva Bala Bhattacharya, Dr. Durga Ratandhan, and the unidentified person who had injured Amindra with a needle at the railway station. The Calcutta police inspector Sar Chandra Mitra started investigating the whereabouts of Binoy. It was found out Binoy led a life of debauchery. He was caught at Asansol while trying to flee the Bengal province. After a strong interrogation, Calcutta police found out the entire sinister plot. Binoy was assisted by his doctor friend Tarnath Bhattacharya. It was Tarnath who procured the bacteria from Hafkin Institute, Bombay, and then hired a contract killer to inject Amar. When Vinayendra learned that a first information report had been lodged against him, he tried to flee. But he had long been under police scrutiny and was arrested that night from a train at Asansol railway station. As the details unraveled, the police understood that Vinendra had started planning the murder right from the day Amindra asked for his share of property on turning 18. After a failed attempt to kill him using tetanus serum, Vinendra was on the lookout for something more reliably fatal. He took Tarnath as a partner in the crime. In 1936, both Binoy and Taranath were sentenced to life imprisonment at Andaman Cellular. The killer could not be traced by the police despite every possible efforts, including releasing his sketches to the public. Meticulous detective work by the Calcutta police, including the young and the dynamic investigator Sarachandra Mitra and Officer Lebark, put together the various pieces of the puzzle. The local news followed the case, and even Time magazine in its February 25, 1935 edition published a full-length article on the incident titled Murder with Germs.